According to Uswitch, 6 million UK households are already failing to pay their energy bills. And it's only set to get worse as home energy bills are now expected to rise even higher than previously expected. The nation is already facing soaring costs with inflation at its highest in 40 years, and this is now set to reach 13% by October, and many people are expected to face fuel poverty. According to the National Energy Action Charity, millions of people will simply not be able to heat their homes this winter. We will see serious ill health and early deaths for those most susceptible to the cold. UK households already owe £1.3 billion to their energy suppliers, and this is before bills are set to rise by more than 80% when the new energy price cap comes into force in October, and also before the weather turns cold. Cornwall Insight, a consultancy company that provides research and analysis on the energy market, has predicted that annual energy bills for a typical household could hit an insane £4,266 next January, and then £4,427 from the start of April 2023. According to the End Fuel Poverty Coalition, about 10.5 million households will be in fuel poverty for the first 3 months of next year, meaning that household income after paying for energy will fall below the poverty line. That means that nearly 1/3 of households in the United Kingdom will face poverty this winter after paying energy bills. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is the energy price cap, why is the energy price cap rising so much, and discuss how high will energy bills potentially go this winter. And I'll also talk about what help is available to pay energy bills, and also what happens if you don't pay your energy bills. Bear in mind, this is a very fast moving situation, so the information is correct as of the 14th of August 2022. If it's your first time watching my channel, then my name's Ollie, and on this channel we discuss all things related to personal finance and saving and investing, so please don't forget to subscribe, and if you get any value from this video, then I'd really appreciate an early thumbs up, as it helps the channel massively to reach more people. Now, before we get stuck in, I must be clear, I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is intended to be financial advice, and if you want financial advice, you should seek a licensed professional. At the end of the day, I am just a guy on YouTube, so you should always do your own research, because this video is just for entertainment purposes only, and past performance is not indicative of any future results. So now that's out of the way, let's get stuck into the video. So firstly, what is the energy price cap? So this is the maximum amount that energy suppliers can charge customers, and it's designed to protect consumers and suppliers from short-term price changes. It is adjusted by the Office of Gas and Electricity Markets, or commonly known as Ofgem, every 3 months, and is based on the price energy suppliers pay producers for electricity and gas. The next price cap for October is due to be announced on the 26th of August. The price cap was previously adjusted every 6 months, but Ofgem changed this to allow suppliers to better manage the risk of volatile wholesale prices and prevent higher prices for consumers from suppliers going bankrupt. Around 30 suppliers have already collapsed due to soaring wholesale prices, and as a result, around 2.4 million customers were automatically moved to rival companies when their own supplier went bankrupt. And according to Citizens Advice, these customers had to pay on average an extra £30 a month for the duration of their contract. In addition to this, the cost of these failures also affects all bill payers in Britain at a cost of about £94 each, so it doesn't just affect those of the failed companies. It's worth noting that if you're on a direct debit, that depending on your energy supplier, they may start raising your bill from the point the price cap is confirmed at the end of August. And the reason some suppliers do this is to build up credit during the warmer summer months when usage is low. If your supplier is doing this, then you can actually ask for this excess credit to be returned to you at any point, and you can also ask your supplier to change how the direct debit is spread and instead pay for exactly what you use and when, rather than building up a credit. But different energy suppliers do different things here, so you're best confirming with your supplier after the 26th of August. So why is the energy price cap rising so fast? In short, energy prices have risen sharply because demand for energy increased when COVID restrictions eased, and also because the war in Ukraine has threatened supplies from Russia and there is a fear Russia may withhold supplies. So how high are bills going to go? Now, before I give you the potential bad news, Ofgem has stated the limited value and reliability of future forecasts because wholesale prices move so quickly and it's pretty hard predicting what's going to happen in the future with regards to the ongoing situation in Russia and Ukraine. So take the January and April 2023 estimates with a pinch of salt because no one can say for definite yet. But to give you some perspective, the average bill was £1,400 a year in October 2021. And Ofgem already lifted the price cap on gas and electricity bills in April, taking it up to £1,971. Cornwall Insight now predicts an average annual bill will reach £3,582 by October 2022, which is more than 2.5 times that of October 2021's annual bill. And in January 2023, it expects it will go up to £4,266. This new estimate means the average household will be paying £355 a month instead of £164 that they are paying currently. And then in April 2023, they predict this could reach £4,427. Then after this, they do expect prices to ease next summer down to £3,810 in the third quarter, and then down again to £3,781 in Q4 of next year. So what help is available to help you pay your energy bills? Obviously, this is a fast-moving situation, but as mentioned in one of my previous videos, all households in England, Wales, Northern Ireland and Scotland will be given a one-off discount of £400 on their fuel bills. This payment will be applied in monthly instalments over 6 months, with a reduction of £66 in October and November, and then a further £67 from December through to March. Direct debit and credit customers will have the money credited to their accounts, whereas customers with prepaid meters will have the money applied to their meter or via a voucher. In addition, a £650 payment will be made to over 8 million low-income households who receive universal credit, tax credits, pension credit and other means tested benefits. Disabled people will also receive an additional £150, and pensioner households who receive the winter fuel payment will also receive an additional £300. Eligibility is also being expanded for the Warm Home Discount, which offers low-income households a £140 one-off annual discount on their electricity bill between October and March. The government is also doubling the Household Support Fund to £500 million, and this money is given to local authorities to support vulnerable households that need help with essential items such as food, clothing and utilities over winter. This new household support fund will be distributed by councils in England. Councils also have access to a discretionary fund to make extra payments. If you are struggling to pay your energy bills, then it's worth speaking to your energy supplier because they may be able to come up with a payment plan for you, and all the big energy firms have hardship funds. Also, don't be afraid to reach out for advice from organisations such as Citizens Advice, Step Change, the National Deadline, the NEA or Turn to Us. I'll put the link to all of these in the description below. Also, Citizens Advice has a handy link of grants that can help you to pay off your energy bill, so I'll link that in the description below also. On the 26th of May 2022, Chancellor Rishi Sunak announced a temporary windfall tax on the profits of oil and gas companies called the Energy Profits Levy. There has been widespread anger as Shell just reported record profits of $9 billion and BP saw its biggest profit in 14 years, making $8.5 billion in the 3 months to June. So the idea is to target the energy companies that have been lucky enough to benefit from something they were not responsible for, as energy firms are getting much more money than they were last year. The Energy Profits Levy will raise around £5 billion in its first year of operation and will be phased out as oil and gas prices return more to historical norms. So what happens if you can't pay your energy bill? So you may or may not have heard of the Don't Pay Group, which is a group of people demanding a reduction of bills to an affordable level. They say more than 80,000 people have pledged to cancel their direct debit payments from the 1st of October, but as this gathers pace, supporters are being warned. If you don't pay your energy bill, your supplier must give you a chance to pay your debt through a payment plan, which if you don't agree to, they may force you to have a prepaid meter installed. And in rare cases, if you haven't paid your bill after 28 days, there may be a chance or a threat of disconnection. Paying by direct debit is normally the cheapest way to pay for electricity and gas, so if you cancel your direct debit, your bills will likely be higher. Also, many suppliers charge extra fees for late payments, and according to debt charity StepChange, your supplier could also pass your details to a debt collection agency, and there could be charges to cover the cost of this. Also, not paying bills could damage your credit rating and make it harder for you to borrow in the future. So I personally wouldn't recommend going down this route, and instead I would try and work it out with your energy supplier first. If you're on a prepayment meter and you can't afford to top up, it's worth knowing that you can get temporary credit from your supplier, but you will have to pay this back at a later date. If you want to know some ways you can save on your energy bill and other ways to help you deal with the cost of living crisis, then I recommend you check out my other video, which I'll put a link to up here, and I'll also put the link in the description below. Anyway, let us know below how you're planning to cope with the energy price rises. Let us know if you think the government is doing enough, or if not, what do you think they should do? I'd love to know, and I read all your comments. If you enjoyed this video or got any value from it, then please smash the like button because it helps others to find it and really helps support the channel. And if you want to learn more about personal finance, saving money or investing, I have loads of videos on my channel, so I recommend you subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future updates. It's been Ollie from Get Geek Finance. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.